Imagine waking up 50,000 years ago with a high fever. No antibiotics. No hospitals. No medicine cabinet. Not even a thermometer. A simple cut could become infected. A bad tooth could kill you. Drinking dirty water might mean days of vomiting with no treatment. So here's the strange part. If life was that dangerous, why didn't ancient humans get sick all the time? And if they did, how did our species survive long enough to build the world we live in today? The answer isn't what most people think. Most people imagine ancient humans as constantly filthy, covered in mud, living beside piles of waste, surrounded by disease. But that's mostly a modern stereotype. Hunter-gatherers didn't stay in one place for years like cities do today. They moved often, following animals, seasons, and fresh water. That meant they rarely lived long enough in one location for large amounts of human waste to build up. Ironically, many diseases we think of as normal today became much more common only after humans settled down and started farming around 12,000 years ago. Living close together changed everything. That doesn't mean ancient humans were healthy. Far from it. They dealt with infected wounds, parasites, food poisoning, broken bones, and dangerous illnesses. Even a tiny scratch from a thorn could become infected if bacteria entered the wound. And imagine trying to remove a rotten tooth without painkillers. But one thing worked in their favor. Most people lived in very small groups, often just a few dozen individuals. That made it much harder for highly contagious diseases to spread. Think about diseases like measles or smallpox. They need thousands of people constantly infecting one another to survive. A band of 30 people wandering across a landscape simply wasn't enough. Many of the world's deadliest epidemics couldn't even exist yet. Ancient humans also weren't completely helpless. For thousands of generations, people learned which plants eased pain, which leaves helped stop bleeding, which tree bark reduced fever, and which berries were dangerous enough to avoid forever. Some modern medicines actually come from plants that people used long before science could explain why they worked. When someone became sick, the group didn't always abandon them either. Archaeologists have discovered skeletons of people who survived severe injuries for years. Some had broken bones that healed. Others had disabilities that would have made hunting impossible. The only explanation is that someone cared for them. Food was shared. Protection was given. Survival wasn't just about strength. It was also about helping each other. Of course, many people still died young. Infant mortality was high. Serious infections were often fatal. Life expectancy was much shorter than today. But evolution doesn't require everyone to live a long life. It only requires enough people to survive long enough to have children. Generation after generation, natural selection favored people whose immune systems were better at fighting local diseases. Every epidemic, every parasite, every infection slowly shaped the human body you carry today. In a way, your immune system is a living record of millions of years of survival. So why didn't ancient humans get sick all the time?